Hello, my name is Deborah Ruby, and I, along with the One House Festival team, welcome you to the final night of the One House, One Heart 10-Minute Play Festival. Thank you for joining us as we share our three original eclectic plays. We hope you have enjoyed our comedies and dramas, and if you missed them, they are still available on the One House YouTube page. If you would like to join in the cause of keeping original works alive and you like what you see, please consider a donation to One House Productions. Our Venmo information is in the comments below. And you, the audience, can be a part of our festival. You can vote for your favorite comedy, drama, eclectic play, director, and actor. Please see in the descriptions below information on voting. And remember, voting will begin tomorrow morning, Monday, October 12th. And don't miss out on our live awards ceremony with prizes and a few surprises on Sunday, October 18th at 7 p.m. Now sit back and enjoy One House's eclectic night of originals.
I really thought I killed all the bugs in here.
Are you having a problem with bugs?
You could say that, yeah. Government bugged it up real good before they turned it over. You know, I found a camera in the refrigerator once. You never know when something cool is going to happen to the milk, right? If Big Brother was watching, he definitely lost interest.
Ah.
Yeah. Ah. You say ah like you didn't know. Who do you work for again? Did you say CDC? Military?
Neither. As I explained a moment ago, my name is Grant Ellison, and I'm a representative of the Department of Homeland Security.
Are you a shrink? A government shrink?
No, ma'am. This isn't any sort of psychiatric evaluation. This is a general welfare check. We just want to be sure that you're sound of mind and body.
Yeah, alright. Was there any doubt, sir?
There was some, yes. Can you tell me anything about what happened last evening? The events that took place? Upon reviewing surveillance, it seemed like, and based on your own words, you were attempting to take your life.
It was worth a shot.
Well, I've looked back at your records, ma'am. I've seen transcripts of your conversations with others. You've had psychological screenings, and for all intents and purposes, you've passed. You've had IQ tests. You're not a dumb girl, and we just...
I'm not a girl. According to the government, I'm a woman. And have been since I came into custody 5 fucking years ago.
Right. My apologies. What I meant to say was you're an intelligent woman, and the evaluations suggest that you are completely sound of mind and understand your circumstances. In the eyes of the government, can be held responsible for your actions. Now, as you are under government protection, you've received all of the most up-to-date reports directly from the source. So, what were you trying to do last night?
I slit my wrists. For science.
For science?
If you were me, wouldn't you be curious? It was science. I wanted to know.
That's That's fair. Though you do recall when you came under our protection that you were offered remote occupational training in the sciences, gratis. Dr. Chambers from the CDC spoke to you on numerous occasions about using your position to assist with the research. We could have built you a laboratory, supported any project you wanted to undertake. We still can, if it's really science you're interested in. Something tells me it isn't.
This body is a goddamn laboratory. I'm not allowed to have questions about my own body without specialized training. I'm the one who has to exist in my skin every day.
I understand.
Do you? Do you really? Do I ever put up a fucking fight when they come in their hazmat suits to suck my blood? Ever? I contribute enough to science.
We just thought, as an intelligent person, you might enjoy some challenge, some enrichment. It might feel good to contribute solutions that could serve others.
I am intelligent enough to recognize that my antibodies are more valuable than my humanity. I know. I know that. I am in this pre-furnished cage because one day a smear of my blood on a slide might be the thing that brings things back to normal. Meanwhile, I haven't touched another human's flesh in 5 years. I'm not done. So, how about you do your science, I'll do mine.
From our end, your actions looked like a cry for help, and we have a responsibility to you. We just want to know whether you're unhappy or whether there's anything we can do to improve your quality of life.
You know why I'm here, right?
I do, yes.
I mean here. Specifically here, this little government-supplied abode.
Well, specifically, no.
I was lucky.
Why do you say that?
I was identified as an asymptomatic carrier a week after I turned 18. Not even a week. 6 days. If I'd been a kid.
You would have been at the holding facility for minor carriers during the...
Yeah. 11 kids died in that fire. Do you know their names? Really? Not even the 6-month-old? I can see the gears turning. You're picturing their faces, aren't you? Bet you thought you'd block those out. Well, their names? Didn't think so.
Did you know one of them? The children?
No. But I didn't have to know them to feel guilty about being 6 days too old for the 12th. I've got enough dead kids on my conscience, believe me. Did you know I used to work at an ice cream shop? It was my first job, and my last. God knows why it was allowed to reopen that first summer. Fucking idiots. How many ice cream cones did I hand to a dad who handed it down to a kid who shared it with the mom of the baby? It doesn't matter that it's not that horror movie bullshit. Dead is dead. I didn't know I was carrying it, but I still killed them.
The fire was an act of domestic terrorism. There's no reason for you to hold any guilt about those deaths or any deaths that you may have caused before we confirmed your status.
Just because there's no reason doesn't mean it's not real.
Is that a source of your unhappiness? You could start regular counseling through the relay.
Yeah. I'd say it's a source of unhappiness. Killing everyone I love? Yeah.
We'll have a professional start.
Want to hear something sick? That fire was good for me, in a way. Couldn't let me wander after that, but you couldn't keep me locked in a facility without someone crying foul play after that shit show either. Had to keep me comfortable enough that I'd give you access to my bodily fluids with a smile. I'm comfortable here. I'm not happy. I kill your bugs, and last night I tried some science. Good to have hobbies. Speaking of, I gotta feed the damn fish.
Right. Yeah. Tropical fish. I have to say, you really haven't asked for much, all things considered. Is that something you care about? Pets? Animals?
Fish can't catch it.
Right.
Fish can't do much of anything but swim, eat, shit, and die. I can relate to that one pesky exception.
Is that why you asked for fish? I'll admit we thought it was out of monotony or boredom or for company, maybe.
Fish are fantastic. When they die, they stay dead. Rare in this day and age, right? It's this little aquatic world that I can't fuck up. I feed them, I stare at them, and when they die, I bury them, like in the old days before we started passing this shit around. Flipper and Sparkles aren't gonna wake up and try to infect Goldie.
Do you get something out of that?
What?
Burying the fish.
It's something to do. Not much novelty under government quarantine. Frankly, that's mostly the reason I haven't lost interest in this conversation.
Well, before you do, is there anything we can do to add some novelty to your life? Maybe something that doesn't involve death, burial, or exsanguination?
Jesus, when you put it that way.
Was that the wrong way to put it?
Are you sure you're not a shrink? Maybe consider a career change.
Tell me, what do you want? What can we provide for you that would help you until a cure is developed that also works on living carriers?
I don't know. A friend, a husband, hell, an escort. I'd love a kitten if being near me wouldn't give it an infection with a 96% mortality rate. Though watching a kitten convulse would be a novelty. Alright. Why not? Send me a kitten.
Unfortunately, I can't do that. You know that I can't do that.
Why? You like cats?
It would defeat the purpose of your quarantine, not to mention it's cruel.
Send me a laboratory cat with a satellite. Pluck it from a cage where it's wasting away. If it lives, someone will love it. If it dies, it'll be a mercy.
Based on what we know about transmission in that weight class, it'll almost certainly die.
And then wake up again. It won't have any brain function, it'll just be a host to this thing. Drooling and emitting spores or whatever the scientists think it is now. It's hard to tell when every other word in the reports is redacted.
Right. A lot of the latest is classified, but regardless, couldn't get a cat approved. It would be cruel.
You believe in God, huh?
I do.
You can just smell it on some people, you know? People who take home big bucks to do welfare checks on government prisoners and then go home to their families and meditate on the cruelty of hypothetical zombie cats. How about heaven?
The two go together typically.
Hell?
Hell, I'm a little more ambivalent about. I believe there's a lot of ambiguity in life. I think a lot about intention. I think most people do try to do good. I'd like to think most people would make the cut in the end. Can't know, of course, but I'm hopeful. What about you?
Doesn't matter.
No?
You realize who you're talking to, right?
I'm pretty certain yes.
Then why doesn't it matter? You're not a dumb boy. Figure it out. I'm something of a god myself.
Pardon?
I'm the asymptomatic carrier of a disease that regenerates damaged cells at an insane rate. It wakes the dead. I can do anything short of burning to ash. I do read those CDC reports, you know. They think I could live indefinitely without intervention, and I'm trapped in a government box because I can pass judgment. I could smite you by putting a hand on your shoulder.
It's. You are.
Maybe invincible. Possibly immortal.
Yes.
I'm the closest living thing to a sentient biological weapon. And the United States government has been containing me with an electric fence and a prayer.
You realize your condition is dangerous?
You realize an electric fence can't kill me. Or bullet. I do more harm to the shooter. I can leave whenever I want. I don't look like anyone special. I could populate this whole world with drooling, brain-dead meat creatures. I can find others like me and start it all again. I figured that out 2 years into this. I'm not a dumb girl.
Can I ask, why do you stay?
Gotta feed the fish. Plus, I've got eternity to fuck shit up. And maybe you're right about people. I would disagree, but someone's gotta be right. And if all I have to do to keep from ushering in the end of days is stay home, okay?
Well, thank you for. Thank you for doing that, for staying. And if there is absolutely anything we can do.
How about this, sir? Just practice what you preach.
Yeah, now more than ever.
You still can't decide about hell, though?
I think I've been persuaded that it exists anyway.
Right.
think he saw us tonight. Mahavir,
No,
I'm telling you. I think he saw us
he
tonight.
didn't see us.
How could you be so sure?
Must we do this every night?
Tonight was different. I feel it deep in my stomach. I know he saw us.
He did not see us. No one can see us.
But the way he looked at you,
Atma,
he looked into your eyes. He shone its light straight at your eyes tonight.
yes. If I were alive, I would have been blinded.
Mahavir.
No, you're right. I probably would have killed him first.
Don't talk of killing.
Why?
You know why?
I was talking about what you said earlier. He looked into my eyes. What is it about him having looked in my eyes that has you so convinced?
I've heard it said before that the eyes are the gateways to the soul.
The eyes are the gateway to the soul?
Yes,
Where did you hear that?
I don't remember exactly, but I know I've heard it.
Unbelievable.
Mahavir, I know I've heard it before, I swear.
You probably heard it from one of them, I'll bet.
Maybe. All I hear is you and them all day, and I know for a fact I didn't hear it from you.
Do you believe it?
I don't know. Maybe? That's not important. What's important is that they believe it.
So?
So, the eyes are the gateways to the soul. He was looking into your eyes because he thought he saw your soul. If he saw it, he'll know about us. He'll know and bring back others, and they'll see it too, and then...
And then what? Atma, listen to yourself. For the last time, they cannot see us. They have never been able to see us. Even if they could, what difference would it make? We're dead to them.
What have I told you about saying...
It's the truth! To them, we're nothing but a pile of empty carcasses that got stuffed with clay and wire and set up here to be ogled at by the very things that killed us.
Look what you've done!
What I've done? You provoked it!
Coward, you always do this. You know the poor things get so riled up when you mention death, but does that stop you? No. You continue to roar on about it, and then you try to turn the blame on me.
I do not.
See? Even now you still choose to take the coward's way out. Hurt me all you want, I'm grown, I can handle it, but leave those cubs out of it. It's okay, little ones. It's alright now. No one's coming to hurt you. Everything's alright. There now. It's all better, little ones. No need to be scared by mean old Mr. Puss.
Mr. Puss? That's a new one.
Do you like it? I think it suits you perfectly.
Why do you coddle them so? They're not really your cubs.
What has that got to do with anything?
I don't understand why you feel the need to mother them so.
Cubs need a mother when they're that age. Why shouldn't I fill the void?
They've been here just as long as us. They should know better by now.
They're not like us. You know that. They were too young when they, they can't understand things the way you and I do, so I do what I can to give them some comfort.
Some comfort we are.
I'd do more if I could, but at least I try to make their lives better.
You make me sound like an absolute brute.
Well, the years have definitely not softened you.
Oh, and being stuffed and mounted for nearly 100 years has been kinder to you.
Always so cynical.
I guess it comes with age.
They're right. A tiger really can't change his stripes.
What?
A tiger can't change his stripes.
What does that mean?
It means you're an unbearable grouch, and you'll always be that way.
When did you hear that?
Today. There was a child who came with his father to look at us. And he kept telling him that a tiger can't change his stripes. He kept saying it over and over.
I remember him. The boy kept banging on the glass while the father called me Big Kitty. Wave hi to the big kitty. God, I wanted to take that child by the throat and throttle him.
What has got you so agitated tonight?
I am tired of them all, Atma. The banging children, the stupid fathers, the night guards, the students. I'm tired of all of them. We are constantly mocked by our killers.
Stop that right now before you upset them again.
What am I supposed to do then?
Call them something else.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Fine. What should I call them?
I don't know. Can't you think of anything?
You have a fascination with pretty words. I figured it should be easy for you.
Well, forgive me for having an interest in things. I can't stand all day thinking morbid thoughts like you do.
I'm not morbid.
Well, you could have fooled me. I need something light to occupy my days, and since I can't do anything tangible, I turn to words. Language. The strange mystery and beauty of man's language. There's your word.
What?
You asked me what to call them. Call them what they are. Men. What is on your mind?
I've already told you. I'm tired of all those men looking at us all day. It's damn insulting.
That's not what's bothering you.
How do you know it's bothering me?
You're not as stoic as you like to believe you are. Through the years, I've learned how to read you. Like they read their books. This is more than just them looking at us. No, something else is troubling you.
I can't say it.
Of course you can.
No, I can't.
Why not?
Because for once I am trying to behave myself. If I start to tell you, I will most assuredly slip. For one so keen on words, you take great delight in censoring mine.
Alright. If you tell me what is bothering you, I promise I will not stop you.
Do you mean it?
Yes. But please take care they don't hear.
Very well. This morning, I felt a wire pop.
That's it? I don't understand.
Atma. I felt a wire pop inside of me. I'm falling apart. It was when that boy started banging on the glass. I was surging with rage. I wanted so much to break through the glass and throttle his little neck when all of a sudden I felt it snap. That twang, that little pop. I could feel myself falling apart. To think, for so long, I've been trapped in this exhibitional limbo, longing for death. But now that I feel it coming, I'm terrified. Sure, I can be repaired, have someone cut me up again, and fill me with more clay, more wires. But what will happen when there's no one left to repair me? What had I done to deserve such a cruel fate? It isn't fair. My ancestors were worshipped as kings. We bore the weight of gods on our backs. What was my crime? Why now am I left to be reduced to a frightened shell of who I was?
The strength of your body would never outmatch the strength of your soul.
Where did you hear that one?
Nowhere. I see your soul, Mahavir, and it is strong and beautiful. You mustn't let that beauty be clouded by anger and fear. Whatever comes of you, comes of us, that is out of our hands, but if our souls can survive this stagnant existence for as long as we have, that is proof enough to show that we will not fade to nothing.
But how much longer till then? How can I go on? I feel my soul suffocating more and more with each passing day.
Let it breathe then. Let go of your fears and allow your soul to breathe.
Hand me that white grease.
Why don't you just get a can of WD-40?
Because, as any nitwit knows, WD-40 is a water displacing spray. Good for preventing rust on your garden clippers, but that's about it. Nah, yeah, lithium grease here. That's what you need for your metal on metal friction. Like this here for these goddamn swing sets.
This is insane.
You don't hear it all day long. All 4 of these bastards going at once. That's 8 grating, piercing joints, scraping and squeaking. I can feel them in my teeth. Oh, look, there's my window right there. Right there. I can't watch the ball game. I can't nap. I can't shit.
Kids on the swings prevent you from shitting? Deidre always wanted me to spend more time with you, but I don't think this is what she had in mind.
Hand me that rag.
Still, it's a nice night out. Remember when we used to do this?
Do what?
Come to the playground, push me on the swings.
I wasn't here. That was in Queens. We lived in Queens then.
I know I wasn't here. I'm just remembering.
Oh, yeah?
Jeez, I'm aware I wasn't this park, these swings.
Mm,
Just speaking of swings in general.
what do you remember?
I remember.
What?
I remember you used to say, just one push.
That's right. 1 push.
The rest you're on your own.
That's right.
I was barely 4.
So?
So?
Did you learn to swing? Yes, that's right. You know, they don't make them like me no more. You should see the ones that are out here all day. These parents oohing and eyeing over their snot-nosed kids, babying them, taking pictures of them, of every stupid little thing they do. There's so many damn parents out here in the playground, the kids don't even have a chance to bump into each other.
I remember you wouldn't let me get Mr. Softy when he pulled up.
That line would go on forever.
That's the point.
Wait online all day?
All kids want ice cream at the park. That's why the line was so long, because all the other parents took their kids online.
We had ice cream at home. I never had ice cream at home as a kid.
That's because freezers weren't invented when you were a kid. We should come out here now.
We are here now.
I mean, during the day.
Oh, you want me to push you on the swings?
Well, they have a shuffleboard right here, bocce courts over there.
Over my dead body. What am I, Grandpa?
Actually, yes, you are.
I'm a grandpa. I'm not him.
What would be so bad? Get some fresh air, meet some people your age, maybe make a new lady friend.
Shut your mouth. Have some respect for your mother, God rest her soul.
Sorry. I just want you to get out of the house. Why don't you actually go to a ball game? You haven't been to the new stadium, which isn't very new anymore. Then you wouldn't be greasing swings.
Why would I pay all that money for a ticket when I can watch it on a crystal clear television set?
Fine. Why don't you come over to my house and watch with Deidre and the kids? They'd love to see you. They miss you, you know.
I'll see them soon enough. I'm sure one of them has a birthday or something coming up or some damn holiday. What? What? One day you'll understand the value of peace and quiet.
Don't you miss being around people?
The way you go on and on? Ha!
I'm the one holding this ladder, you know. It would be a real shame if you accidentally tipped over. Just one push.
At least I know my son had a backbone then.
I quit my job.
You did what now?
I quit?
What the fuck's wrong with you?
What? You don't think I have a backbone now? I finally stood up to my boss.
Oh, did you now? If you stood up to your boss, you'd have been fired. Were you fired?
No?
Idiot.
You're mad because I didn't get fired?
If you got fired, you could at least collect unemployment.
You make fun of people on welfare all the time, how they're mooching off the system.
You have a wife and children. They are your life. Taking care of them is a man's only goddamn objective. MAN. Morning, afternoon, night. So I assume you have something new lined up then.
No, not exactly, but I have headhunters looking out for me.
Oh, you need a head examiner is what you need. So let me get this straight. You quit your job and then you pay other people to go out and find you a new one? Oh, brilliant. What the hell was so bad?
My job? They took advantage of me, didn't appreciate the work I did.
I'll be damned. That's called life. How about a backbone is showing up for work when they don't even know your goddamn name because you're just grateful to have a job.
It'll all work out.
I hope you're not looking for me for any money because I don't got any.
Not.
Well, don't.
I won't.
Hey, what the hell is going on over here? Get down from there.
What for?
What for?
Jerry?
Gerald?
Oh, Mr. Dundas, is that you?
Well, if it isn't little Gerald Gibson.
I got a call from one of the neighbors saying vandals are down here messing around. Possible terrorist.
I'm a veteran of the United States Army. Do I look like a goddamn terrorist?
You've got to come down from there, Mr. Dundas. Come on. Before you fall, I gotta call an ambulance for you.
Down.
Why? I'm doing the village's service. I'm greasing these damn joints.
Can't come out here and service the equipment yourself.
That's what I told him.
Why not?
That's what the parks department is for. Besides, I'm sure they got a pre-existing contract with the equipment manager.
Ah, bullshit. These things haven't been maintained since they were first installed.
Besides, the sign clearly says the park closes at dusk.
You kidding me, Gerald?
Dad.
All the teenage depravity that happens here at night?
Dad.
I see it all from my window. All those kids smoking dope, all those hoods selling smack. This whole goddamn neighborhood is filled with these 20-year-old zombies hooked on mommy's pain pills turned to smack. And you're going to kick out an old vet who's trying to help beautify the neighborhood for the children.
Dad, just get down.
You been drinking, Mr. Dundas?
I don't have the answer to you.
No, Jerry, he hasn't had a drink in, 2 years?
I'm trying to figure out if this is a drunken disorderly conduct.
Dad, tell him you haven't had a drink in 2 years.
I haven't had a drink in 2 years. You happy?
Right. Well, I'm gonna go call this in on my radio and say everything's under control. When I get back, please do not be up there.
Or what?
Please.
Thanks, Jerry. Sorry. Wow. Never thought I'd see the day when my friend was chasing my dad out of the park at night.
Your friend is a dick. He always was. It's amazing. They'll make anyone a cop these days. Remember what a screw-up he was? I never knew why you were friends with him.
He actually went through a lot. He got his life together, got sober. You should talk to him.
Yeah, right. No, thank you. I don't need to be friends with my son's playmates.
Oh, right, Dad, because you have so many friends as it is.
I got friends.
Yeah? Who?
And don't you worry about it. Hey, Gerald, while you're here, why don't you be helpful and tell your friend over here he's a nitwit for quitting his job?
What's that now?
That's right. He quit. And he's got no prospects, just head shrinkers.
Who quit, Mr. Dundas?
Peter.
Peter.
What?
Peter? Mr. Dundas?
What?
You think you're talking to Pete?
No, of course not. What do you think, I'm cracked or something? Just pulling your leg there, Jerry. Jeez, guy, I can't even take a joke. What, just because I'm getting up in years, you think I'm senile or something?
Look, Mr. Dundas, I'm just...
Yeah, I'm all done here. You can get moving now.
Let me help you with that ladder.
No, thank you.
Let me walk you home.
I said no.
I sure hope you're all right.
Have a nice night now. Thanks for keeping us down free from helpful Good Samaritans. Don't look at me like that.
Do you ever even wonder why?
Don't get started now.
You can have me doing anything you'd like, anything in the world. The options are limitless. It's all your imagination. Yet what do?
Leave me alone.
You bring me back here to have someone to bicker with. You bring me back to complain to me, to complain about me. You have me as some quitting my job at the office? What the hell is that? I was killed in combat.
Because of me. You think I don't know that?
What are you talking about?
I killed you. I'm the one who sent you off to war.
That's crazy.
When I got back from my last tour and had a family, I vowed no son of mine would ever go through that. The nightmares, the sleepless nights. All my friends in the army, they pushed and they pushed their sons till they signed up and followed in their footsteps. Me? No, I just did the opposite. I was so hard on you. Used to say you had no backbone. I tried so hard to make you doubt yourself, you see? I wanted you to think you were weak, that you were nothing at all, like a stupid old man. You stubborn fool. You looked up to me so much, you just went out of your way to prove me wrong. I knew it would go bad. I couldn't stop it. It's my dream that maybe you'd get some boring office job, whatever, something safe.
Dad, I loved being in the army. There's nothing else I would have wanted to do. Nothing could have stopped me. Besides, people die in offices too. Well, at least you're done trying to hide your drinking from your imaginary son. That's a step.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm so sure I just went a little bit crazy, Like I'm about to discover that I've just been crazy this whole time. That my son didn't get killed in battle. And my wife never really got sick. I never killed a single soul. Not one soldier, civilian, not one kid. I'm so close to finding out. It was all a big misunderstanding, Some sort of a temporary insanity. And there'll be some grand explanation, you know what I mean? Why I thought up all these crazy things, what really happened. And it'll all make so much sense. And we'll have a great party. Like a welcome home party for me. Are you laughing at me, son?
Never heard you talk like this before. It's refreshing.
Yeah, well, what the hell do you know? You're not even real.
No, but there are two little kids who are, and they'd sure love to have a grandpa in their lives.
Who you kidding? They wouldn't want nothing to do with a drunk fool like me.
You'd be surprised. Every kid wants a grandpa, even a grandpa like you. Deidre could use you too. Just the other day, she was caulking the bathtub with latex sealant.
What? Latex?
Mm-hmm.
No, she's got to use a silicone base in the bathroom.
Not to mention, I hear that Otis is thinking of becoming a Mets fan.
Mets fan.
That's right. Apparently, he likes their costumes.
Costumes? Oh, Mets fan. Over my dead body.